it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I've never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what deep mad for.
Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Miami Dolphins and our home team. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set, 18, Gator. Check, 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 check.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 52 yards.
First down, Miami.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the Chargers' 25-yard line.
Here we go. 50, plant. Hey, high 7.
2nd and 11. Open man right side is Shark. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They'll run on first down. Evans. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy.
Pick up the ball. He's crashing. He's checking.
Any weapon.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let it.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Rock it.
On second down now, it's Evans. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Down. 60 or.
Pick it up.
61. Matchbox light.
Check that.
Now.
On 3rd down, it's Evans. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Sanders is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Hey, Haywood. King.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Alert.
Now Mayfield. It's Williams on the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
King.
Now Gordon on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Mayfield escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on third down.
Hey, check Michael Allen, check Michael Allen.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
44's the mic, 44's mic. Check. Here we go.
Regular.
Where's the mic? Mike spoke.
From the gun, Mayfield. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Check. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check 3.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
44's the mic.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. Let's see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Got it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Blue jaw Porter.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Cooper's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
On the jet sweep, here comes more. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Good track, good track.
General West. Smith. Big rip.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up. And it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
At the 50-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield now from the 50. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. but more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
180!
Check, check. Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Watch your slant.
Hurry, hurry!
Crunch. Crunch.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Good! 180!
Army. Check. Switch it. Come on, switch it. You got that.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Good! 180! 44. Hey, alert! My God!
On third down, Mayfield. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Let's go, defense.
Quickstone, Travis.
On first down, Grant. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
All day, defense. All day.
Protein spill.
Here's Grant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Ready? 8, read.
They'll run on first down. Evans. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 41-yard line.
Come on, set. 30 base.
Watch the screen.
Topper. Shoot.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And this is taken in at the 5. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Hey, look, 6-6, pull it high. Go. Motion. Now.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Mayfield brings him up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Hurry.
We got it. Mike's 42.
Hurry.
Watch the pass. Check. 42's the Mike. Check. 42's the Mike.
Real.
Watch the slant.
Hurry.
Watch the slant. Mike 42. Mike.
Buzz.
Watch the out. So Mike 42.
My touch.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Mike 4-2. Hey, Charlie.
You think you gonna get this?
Under 10.
Hey, watch that.
Hurry. My touch.
Mayfield down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. To throw, Mayfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Set, ready? X3, 218, chop.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Check safety, check safety.
5.
On first down, it's Graham. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here we go, here we go. 18, Gator. Don't let it breathe. Don't let it breathe. Get it. Don't let it breathe.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Back to throw. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Charger drive about to get going. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 36 yards on the play. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Here's Gordon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
I'm not sure you can be more efficient on offense than to have 3 downs and have them all turn into first downs. And defensively, you got to figure out how to slow them down. Some guys might bring more pressure. Some guys might be a little more exotic. And as a last resort, you might even call timeout and try and regroup.
They run with Spiller. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield able to get this to Gordon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
42's the mic, boys, 42. 42's the mic. Get that. Kings. Mike 42, Mike 42.
Throwing, Mayfield. And this is caught off the deflection. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that'll bring him back within 4. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Ready. 70, Indy. Target.
2nd and 9 now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Pistol. 44 is the mic.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
180. Check. You ain't going nowhere.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, keep it up. Check 50.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
From the 16, Mayfield firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now Gordon. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Spiller. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Watch the run. They're running it.
They run it here with Gordon. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal.
Check 13. Check 13. Check 24. Check 24.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. And you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
We got 4. We got 2 jet bombers. 2 jet bombers. Hey, jet.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and inches.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Tighten up. Look at me. Go.
36.
Let's go.
They will run with Grant. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check it out, Reed.
Hey, check 24.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
61, matchbox lights.
He's coming, double up.
This is Grant. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is caught by Williams. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
King! Here I come! Here I come! Here I come!
Hey, box drop!
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Point it right. Get that quarterback.
Here's Mayfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And that one? Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They'll run on first down. Evans. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Evans. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
Set, ready, 30 base.
Hey, we got a seal. Danny. Switch.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Pick 6 off this. Don't throw my
His
side.
guys take over. At the 43-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Mike Popo.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Ready, ready.
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.